Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha's Vayeitzei. The question of the week is, how did Yaakov marry two sisters? So in this week's Torah portion, we learn about Yaakov marrying two sisters. Now we know according to the Torah, you're not allowed to marry two sisters. How did Yaakov marry two sisters? So it's interesting, if it's such a simple question, why doesn't Rashi, who's the classical commentary on the Chumash, ask the question? And he doesn't. No mention of it. So the Rebbe says, obviously, it's such a simple answer that you don't need even to comment on why. And the Rebbe explains as follows. The patriarchs, the matriarchs, they observed the Torah before it was given. Now, they observe it, they weren't commanded to do so, it was a voluntary thing they took upon themselves. So the fact that they observed all the commandments was 100% voluntary is a beautiful thing they did. Very, very nice. However, there was something that is so basic, which is, you have to live an honest life, and your word is very, very important. You can't deceive people. And if you tell someone you're going to do something, you have to do it. Not only that, even we know Lavan, who was known to be a wicked person and a cheater, when Yaakov confronted him and said, "Hey, Lama Rabbi Sonny, why'd you cheat me?" He didn't say, "I'm allowed to cheat." He had to respond to him. Whether his answer was correct or not correct is irrelevant. The point is he had to respond because you cannot go ahead and lie and cheat and be dishonest. Now here, Yaakov had in front of him a dilemma. On one hand, he would love to keep all the mitzvot in the Torah, and therefore he would not be able to marry Rachel. But on the other hand, he gave his word to her. So, because he gave his word to her, he made that commitment to her, he had to marry her. And he can't say, well, I wanted to beautify the Torah and take upon an extra nice thing. You have to first be a mensch. You have to first honor your word. If you're able to honor your word and take on a nice thing, that's wonderful. But in this case, because he gave his word, and at that time the Torah was not given yet, so it was only a voluntary thing, and therefore he had to honor his word. So the answer to the question, how come Yaakov married two sisters? Because he gave his word, and your word is a commitment, and because the idea of keeping the Torah was only voluntarily, he had to go ahead and honor his word. Thanks for joining us. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated in the memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website.